What's a sign that somebody wasn't raised right? Lack of personal accountability. They can never admit wrongdoing on their part. It's always someone else's fault. Came here to say this. Few people really understand, I think, the importance of an apology, and the right way to apologize. But you can lead a whole country that way. Who are the guys who spit out their chewing gum into urinals? I see this all the time at work, and I work in a high-end corporate place. Do they think it dissolves and goes down the pipe? The janitor has to pick that out. I had a guy shit on the floor in the bathroom at my work, then apologize because I was working the shift, not my co-worker he hated. People are fucking weird, dude. How come my business is closed on the inside for COVID and I am finding gloves and gum in the urinals? You animals work here. Why are you doing this? You give them a lift and they leave rubbish in your car. I forgot my candies and trash in a carpool 6 years ago and I still remember it. The driver rushed us out because he made a mistake, to be fair, but my fucking brain won't forget it. This kind of stunned me as a driver for Lyft and Uber. I'd never dream of leaving my trash in a cab or someone else's car. One rule for me, one rule for you: parents that mess up on the discipline/accountability stage of parenting produce these people. Rules for thee but not for me. Parents that mess up on the discipline/accountability stage of parenting produce these people. Social prejudice produces a lot of these attitudes, too, and is definitely related to how people raise kids. If your group is inherently better than another group, then one rule for you and another for them comes along naturally. If they make messes in public areas and just wander off, leaving trash in the theater, not flushing, leaving the cart in a parking space. Working in a theater, I can tell you a good number of people treat the place as their personal dumping ground. And that's apart from the people who make big messes and just skedaddle. I'm talking people who spill their XXL soda and just walk out. I've had the pleasure of walking into a theater and finding 3 separate pools of vomit. Like, WTF, people, honestly. The concept of not flushing in a public place is crazy to me. Like, what happened in that person's life for them to feel that's appropriate? How they treat people from whom they have nothing to gain. Retail will tell you about 75% of people exhibit this sign. Human progress isn't measured by industry. It's measured by the value you place on a life. An unimportant life. A life without privilege. The boy who died on the river, that boy's value is your value. That's what defines an age, that's what defines a species. The 12th Doctor. They don't have manners or respect anyone. They never see what they do wrong. Are the old I only give respect if it's earned, so I'm gonna be rude to the world, and if it's rude back they are the assholes. Gotta love those talks with people. I had a friend who proceeded to insult me and call me terrible things just because I simply told her that I didn't believe the hypnotist act was real. I responded to her saying I wanted space and didn't want to sit next to her on the bus ride home, and she was left along because she had no other friends there. Best part, she wants me to apologize for ditching her. It was at that point where I looked back at all the fights we had and realized that in her world she's always right and don't you dare challenge her. Note out of there quickly after I came to that realization. She also did that thing where she'd insult me and then tell me how important I was to her so I'd feel bad for leaving. Don't put up with it anymore. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.